Now let's talk some fish, why don't we? Let's talk some Marlins baseball. Good old Marlins baseball. I really wanted to get this report by Jon Heyman. Really credible source, one of the best sources in the MLB, who reported that the Marlins, when teams interested are calling for ace pitcher Sandy Alcantara, the Miami Marlins front office is saying he is not available, which is crazy and really unexpected to me. Now, am I buying this straight off the bat? I'm going to tell you, hell no. There's no way I am buying that Sandy Alcantara is unavailable for trade. The Marlins, who have traded everybody, whether it's Luis Rise, even though he doesn't really fit the game of baseball right now, who came off of 2 straight batting titles, almost batting .400 his first season with the Marlins, who have traded Jazz Chisholm, who was electric and still a good young player. You're seeing that with the Yankees right now. Who have traded Jake Berger, who was on a really good contract for them, pretty good season last season, and who have traded just about everybody. Josh Bell, even though, Josh Bell is not nothing, but he's still trading. If you traded just about everybody, why wouldn't they trade Sandy Alcantara? Trading Sandy Alcantara will fit right along with Peter Benedict's and Bruce Sherman's scheme of trading all these players, trying to develop the farm and bank on young prospects hitting so they're cheap and good. Simple as that. And while Sandy Alcantara, who has started the season pretty okay, he started the season pretty good coming off of Tommy John surgery, 2022 Cy Young winner, 2023 got injured, didn't have a really good season to start. And then 2024, Tommy John, now he's back. 12 scoreless innings in spring training. He went 4 2/3 on opening day, only allowing 2 earned. Got pulled after 90 pitches, completely understandable. Loaded up the bases with 2 outs, let up a single, pull him, of course. But in the game on Tuesday against the Mets, he went 5 innings, a full 5. This was a better start, obviously. Walked nobody compared to his 4 on opening day, but got pulled after 70 innings. And this is what I predicted to start the Marlins season. I said that Sandy Alcantara is not going to have that long leash of throwing complete games and getting deep into the game like he did during his Cy Young season or a little bit in 2023 when he was good and he had good games. They're gonna pull him. They're gonna pull him after 6. He might get a complete start, but a quality start. But I think they're gonna pull him, and they showed that in Game 2 against the Mets on Tuesday, where they won 4-2. Now each of Sandy's starts they've won. He's been really good for them. Of course, it's Sandy Alcantara. He's an ace. Everybody wants him. But they pulled him after 70 pitches. I know he's coming off of Tommy John. I know you want to get him, nice. Want to get his confidence up. He said he did have issues going deep in the game still. He did have energy issues or whatever. But he had 8 straight outs. And you pulled him after 70 pitches. And, when Peter Benedict was asked about, possibly trading Sandy Alcantara and him having a little bit of a limit, he did kind of say that Sandy was going to have a limit. But then when Sandy was asked about the limit, he said, no limit. I'm perfectly fine, no limit. So that was in spring training already raising these question marks about Sandy being traded, and they didn't completely deny trading Sandy also in the press conference. Maybe this little 4-3 start that was most unexpected by everybody changed their mind, but I don't buy it. I don't buy it did. What was I going to say? The Mets are probably the ones who sparked these rumors again over the last couple days, with them saying, SNY Mets tweeting out Francisco Lindor and Juan Soto saying they want Sandy, they're completely fine and like Sandy Alcantara, and of course he'll benefit the team. And I think the Mets really do need another starting pitcher. Clay Holmes isn't cutting it. He's not really good. He almost blew the game on Wednesday. They almost lost that game because of him walking batters and stuff. They get Sean Manaea back. He's hurt still. They get him back around May probably. David Robertson's good, but Kodai Singh is good. But they need another starting pitcher. They need another dude. And of course, Sandy Alcantara will be that dude on any team. He'll be the ace on any team. And I don't buy this. And as we've seen, what I think this is, the Marlins saying he's unavailable, is they're just milking the value of Sandy. They're trying to get as much value as they can out of him and trying to unload him for a ton of prospects that are good and worth a bit. And of course, trading Sandy will go right along with the plan, like I said. He's due for $17 million this year. He's due for $17 million the year after that. And the Marlins are cheap. Lowest payroll in the league. I don't think they accept a $17 million payroll for next season. They're going to try to spread it. Benedict is going to say he's going to try to spread that money out because Bruce Sherman is broke. He's cheap. Cheapest owner now. You're a billionaire, you're not broke. But in MLB terms, when you're comparing them to every other team, you're broke. Unfortunately. And he sucks as owner. He's the worst owner ever. But, he's not going to... He can't get money from the investors from the team. He can't get invested from the other dudes. He can't give out too much money himself. And $17 million from one player when everybody else is making $3.5 million or less. I mean, that doesn't really fit what you're going for. And I hope they don't trade him. I hope, because he's the only player now that anyone in Miami is there to see his starts sell more than everybody to any other game. Sandy's Beach. He's the only player that, especially the Hispanic population, can leech onto. All the fans can leech onto Sandy. He's a lovable guy in Miami to the people that watch the Marlins. And he could be a star if they start winning, and I hope they continue that they continue winning the games, even though they're in tight matter this season, of course. But I think this is a way of just getting the most value out of him. They're telling teams, no, we're not trading him. Nope, we're not trading him. He's not available. And then a team's gonna come when they need an arm, when they need a pitcher, especially a guy like Sandy, who's not even on a bad contract. He's on a pretty good contract, but not up to the Marlins standards, of course. So to be a good contract with the Marlins, you probably have to be an ace, making $5 million. Because Marlins don't pay anybody, can't pay anybody, and will never pay anybody. And the Marlins just want someone to come to them with a big load of prospects and say, take this, give us Sandy. And the Marlins are going to be like, well, this was an offer we couldn't deny. This was an offer we couldn't pass up. We get a whole bunch of youth. We get a whole bunch of cheap dudes to hopefully turn out in the future. And we go along with our plan. I think this is just a method for the Marlins to try and get more out of Sandy, saying he's not available this early into the season. And I still think by May, he's going to by the end of May, Sandy Alcantara, if the rumors aren't ramped up to the roof, it's either the rumors by the end of May are going to be ramped up to the roof. Where's Sandy going to go? Just like Jazz. He's going to be traded. He's going to be traded. He's going to be traded this season, 100%. Sandy looks to make his next start on Sunday against the Braves, who I hope we beat 0-7. Hope we beat up on them tonight. Hope we beat up on them the whole weekend. Tired of these Braves beating us. Then we get the Mets again. So we got two crazy series. Honestly, a hard schedule for the Marlins to start the season. I hope Sandy really does good on Sunday. And I hope we win these games so they can see, we got something. Let's not trade Sandy yet. Let's not look into trading him yet. Let's see what we got out of this team first. Let's see if we can make a little bit of an unexpected run before we deal any of this nonsense all over again from last season. But after we trade Sandy, at least it'll probably be over until the next 4 years when these players turn out, can't pay them, blah, 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 bye. We suck again. Sandy Alcantara, not available. Not buying it, BS meter to the max.